Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Friday pre-flight. We are, we're rocking tax day. It's April 15th, folks, here in the United States. You got to get that in. I think the filing deadline was extended to Monday. So get your stuff together if you haven't already. Yeah, yay. But enough of that bad news. Good to see everybody. Thanks for being here. We are starting out with a pretty decent sized crowd. We'll build over time as we always do. But as we get the show started, we have quite the weekend in front of us, I think. I think you would agree. There's a lot of subject matter that, most of our favorite shows are going to cover. And then, of course, later this evening, there's a lot of funny things that are going to happen on other people's channels. Whether you go and you watch Friday Night Tights, which is where I'm headed next, to go and hang out and watch and chat with everybody. Or if you head over to Friday Night Frolics, or if you after that, or whenever it gets started over there, I'm not sure when DC starts that anymore. I usually just roll in as soon as I get a chance into the chat anyway. And then, and then you have like great stuff at night. Like you've got some pregame stuff before the gaming stream that Ords is doing tonight. You have Matt Fowler with the MF or Cocktail Lounge. You can catch a lot of people doing a lot of great stuff in the evenings. Maybe Lola does a late night stream like she does from time to time. But there's so much to cover. Some people have been doing some great work this week. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to catch it, but you have Nick Ricada doing what he does best, which is analyzing court stuff in real time. And you have obviously that umbrella guy hanging out with him. Man, that's beautiful, beautiful work. And then of course Yellow Flash doing what he does. And it just we're very blessed. And Saturday is a big day. Obviously, Yellow Flash will beat the brakes off over on his channel on Saturday if you get a chance to go over there. But there's a lot of great things. But it's fun. It's fun. Let's say hi to everybody. I'm really, really excited. We got Terry Rose, who thought he might be late, but no, Terry's here on time. We've got Captain Trek here, of course, grumpy old Ninja Kentaro, who's been doing a lot of promotion for a lot of channels. Thanks for that, my friend. I appreciate it. Canadian Spider-Man is here with his wrench. We've got... let's see, Apollo Patriot's been busy doing some other gaming stuff. If you've seen the Resident Evil stuff he's been working on. We've got our good friend Trav 101 here from the UK. Great to see you, my friend. We've got, I should say Europe. Am I right with UK? I don't want to mislocate you. We've got Catsith here saying hello. Hello to you. 16-bit mascot is here as well. And my good friend, Manowar665, the neighbor of the beast, is here as well. We've got the lovely Sherry says, happy Friday. Indeed. Sean Landrigan is here with us hanging out. We've got the lovely Aluvrian Imakara here in the chat. It is another beautiful Friday. It is sponsored by Fruity Umbrella Drinks. I agree. Cheers indeed. Cheers indeed. What's up, Grifter? Great to see you, my friend. We've got Midnight's Edge After Dark. WTF. Got to wait 30 more seconds. It's good to see you, Tom. I miss you, brother. I wish I wasn't working today. It looks like you guys had a lot of fun over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. If you're looking for something to watch, a replay of, that was a great show with Mr. Chato over there. And of course, the lovely. Yeah. Oh, come on, tongue. I did it right the first time. Oh, well. Tina Pochin's in the house. Great to see you. My goodness, you guys are awesome. Appreciate the support. You're the best. We got Brahma Bull here. Dapper Bard Games is here. Great to see you. Missed you, my friend. Look, it's Midnight's Edge After Dark saying filler. And I'm bored. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. Release the McCracken is in the house. Dragon Master 360, of course. Our friend Darius Munchausen with his traditional box of popcorn. Appreciate that, my friend. In fact, you sent 2 stickers. I do mean to do that, my friend. You sent 2 boxes of popcorn, so I get 2 boxes of popcorn. Well, thank you. We got Storyman Jack. We are doing a radio drama. I'm very excited about that project. Dr. Dragon's in the house. Let's see. Beesman, what's up, my friend? I haven't seen you in a minute. We got Bilbo Swaggin hanging out. Great to see you. Hope everything's going well for you as well. E. Clay Thomason is here. Good to see you, friend. Thunder Duck is here. Thunder Duck is here. That's right. Good to see you, my friend. And thank you for your support everywhere, including Getter. Karaoke. That's right. There's karaoke this weekend as well. Tom's like, yeah. Good Friday indeed, everyone. That's right. It is Good Friday. We have Easter Sunday, if those are your religious holidays. I know that we are in the midst or have just completed Ramadan. I'm not sure about that. But there are lots of holidays this time of year. Absolutely. Sander Hammerschlang. What am I going to sing? I don't know. Accidental Tourist is Good Friday to everyone. Absolutely. Thanks for having fish and chips. Of course. Hail to you. Yeah. I have friends that completely abstain from all meat, by the way. Indeed. Stephen Ransom is here. Great to see you, my friend. I always do Radiohead. Come on. Well, thank you for letting me keep the glitch. I appreciate it. FNT does not equal chat. Well, it's fast. It's very fast chat. I am stoked for the Northman movie. 100%. 100%. In fact, I'm curious. I mean, I know Odin is very, very religious. I'm curious if he's going to get a chance to see Northman, if it fits into his plans, because I know he's doing a lot of family stuff, as you should be if you were observing the holidays. So I'm just curious. I need his impression as well. I value it. Yeah, and Doomcock does start at 5. Thank you. 5:30. Excuse me. All right. Josiah Fitch is here. Good to see you, my friend. I love that picture. I absolutely love it. Hello, Chef Nation. How are you? Hope you're doing very well. Let's see. Storyman's out there. Who else is going? I'm not sure how you I'm not sure that's how you pronounce analyze. I don't know. Legal Bites is another great channel. Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got some great legal minds in our chats for sure. What's up, Mr. Shirt? It's just another red shirt, one of the wrenches here. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who are subscribed. Thank you for all of you who are members. Thank you to all of you who are wrenches. Your efforts are incredible, and I appreciate them. I really do. Trav 101 for £5 sterlings. I guess that answers my question. CC, wife and I spent the week ill in bed. Oh, I'm so very sorry. That sucks. Did you get the thing? It's just rough. Anyway, when we watched your videos for comfort, it was so helpful. Thank you. Well, no, thank you. Thanks for watching the videos. I don't know what's going on. My channel is under attack. Maybe I'm going to do one of those videos and put on a trucker cap. And I'm going to do my channel's under attack, or at least I'll do a thumbnail. So it'll be fun. We'll see what happens with that. But here's the weird thing I'm going to tell you. I don't know what next week holds for me. I don't know if I'm going to be selected to be impaneled on a grand jury. I don't know. I'm supposed to be at the courthouse on Monday. I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll see how the selection goes. I don't think they want me. If they really pay attention to what I do and my money making profession, I don't think they want me for that either. But when they realize I comment for a living on pop culture, entertainment, and to some extent politics and news items, I don't think they're going to dig that. But we'll see. Let's see. Kathy is here. Great to see you. Love it. Who else do we have here hanging out? Oh, my dude, Jake D. When I'm in Texas next time, let's try to hang, please. Otherwise, I don't want to wait to see you in Orlando, Florida, or any of these other places. I want to actually see you. So, yeah. Let's see, who else is in the house? Tonight, I'm going to try again to put together a video. Awesome. I'm going to figure this out one of these days. I told you, if you find the time, we can find time together. Maybe we work it out. Maybe I'll workshop it as like a member stream. Maybe we can workshop something as a member stream. We'll see. Oh, speaking of which, member stream coming up if I'm not impaneled on a grand jury next week. So keep your community. Make sure all the little bell thing. Make sure it's like ding 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 up there, so that so that you know that you get your notifications, so that you know when you're getting your member stuff. So absolutely. What's up, Shrap? Great to see you. Rogue Disney's here. What's up, my friend? I saw you were doing the whole topiary and fireworks thing yesterday at the parks. I hope that was pleasant. Is it starting to get crazy warm there? We'll see. There he is, Latino Slant. Hola, handsome. Well, hola to you. Good to see you. Jordy Lyons is here. Great to see you, my friend. Kathy says Tom needs to convent culture of something. Go on there, Tom. Nah, Tom's good. Tom's good. This is one of the cool streams I get to do every week because I get to interact with all of you. I love that. There's 58 of you here. Please do consider pressing the like button. I would appreciate that. It would be great. Oh man, I would love some popcorn. I have not had lunch, so you guys with the food things, that's just plain mean. It's just plain mean. Have I decided on the names for my wrenches yet? You were going with aces. I think that sounds good, right? My aces. I think, or dealers, right? I think the wrenches should be called the dealers. I think that's because I mean on a casino floor, and then of course like my then I have like pit bosses, and then of course the channel main. So we'll see. I'll work on that, Thunderduck. I will. Oh, and of course, trying to translate everybody's like levels over to the gilded. Hopefully I can make that a project this weekend. So that would be good. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It is Finite Essay. Great to see you. Woot, late but here. I'm glad you're here. Darcipio is here. Good to see you, friend. You got the day off from work? Fantastic. Good to see you. A lot of companies give Friday and Monday. Believe it or not. Make it a 4-day holiday. Olaf von S says April, May holiday period here mostly. Yeah, it is. It's bananas. Low spec Linux laptops in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything is going well. Easter is going to be cool. I hope that we can do something. I would like to do some food, to be honest with you. Easter usually means a wonderful meal for me. Rob Altus is here saying hi. Let's see who else rolled through. Fat Ellis is here. Great to see you. We got Christian Fandom Geek here as well. Great to see you, my friend. Wookiee Supremacy. What's up, buddy? What's up? Mutant Bam Hammer's trying to get me to mispronounce words. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Bilbo Swaggin for $5. Thank you, my friend. Says thank you for all the entertainment information you've passed all of us. Absolutely, you are more than welcome. And I'm pretty. I gathered some new people to view some of my content as I stutter my way through that sentence. I've had people that have looked at the VR video from yesterday and comment on it, and that was pretty cool. Somebody that clearly had never been on the channel before, so they were appreciative of the information as well. But thank you for that. That's high praise. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh yeah, everybody watch Ben-Hur from 59. Yep. Don't watch any of the new stuff. Doesn't work. Let's see. Use Mars Attacks thumbnail. Oh, that would be great, right? Let me see if I can find that. What's up, Hunch? Hunch the Dirty Roofer is here. Excellent recommendations. Yeah, culture on a jury. We'll see. Not a good plan. What's up, Judicon? Great to see you. Marby Dog is here as well. Let's see. Well, what's up, Bosco? Great to see you. Lots of fun to stream with you indeed. We've got our good buddy Snowdub with the menagerie of puppetry. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool. Can't wait for that show. Cotton Council. Let's see. Mexican Iron Man's here for $10. Says, thanks for keeping me company while I e-file at warp speed. Yeah, dude. In the deadline's Monday, right? Holy cow. I am filling with that thing, and again, we can workshop the taxes out since especially I am not wrong. LOL. Thank you. Hashtag Mexican Casino guy. Well, I appreciate you so very much. Mike, you are a wonderful man. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You make me laugh. I appreciate it. My channel does not have traditional things, but to offer, but I would appreciate you joining me again. So, no, absolutely. Again, if I'm not impaneled on a grand jury, okay, which I will know Monday afternoon, I hope. Because sometimes selection sometimes takes 2 days. It's really strange. But also, I also have like time where I'm traveling that I absolutely have paid for that they can't like ginsu me out of. So we'll see. But anyway, absolutely. So yeah, once I know for sure, we'll get together, and hopefully by the end of next week, I can join you for one of your morning streams before the 6-minute daily. It's not a big deal. I don't seem to mind getting up at 4 a.m. It does take me setting an alarm though, because naturally I'm waking up at like 5:45 to 6 o'clock. So not a biggie though. Culture, just tell the jury selector, wait, I can't take super chats while being in this. Well, there you go. Sounds good. It was Florida. It was Florida rain by fireworks. I got soaked. Yeah, dude, always. Oh, please smash the like. You guys are so great. Oh, I love having all of you here. You have no idea. These are some of my favorite streams. That's why I did the Sunday stream too, is I just wanted to hang out with people. And boy, that turned into a hoot and a half. I may be doing that again this Sunday. I just said maybe, not definitely, but I'm thinking about it. It just makes Monday morning a little more rough because guess what? I'm going to go see if I'm going to be on a jury. Toby Moss, what's going on, my friend? Great to see you. We've got HVP there. Oh, Read by Nature is here. Death dealers, that'd be awesome. Chris the Bliss, what's going on? Let's see. Lots of other folks are in here. Look at all you guys. I love it. Morgan King is dropping in. We got to get to some stories, folks. So I'm going to scroll through. Whitechapel is here. Great to see you, friend. And Accidental Tourist says hi to other people. Well, Bramagrad, good to see you, my friend. Grand jury worries, no problem. Just cite Razor Fist as a character. Oh, I know. That should get you excused in a big hurry. LOL. Roll Tide. Roll Tide indeed, my friend. Roll Tide indeed. Should I head to Floribama area? Should I head for Pensacola? I don't think so. I want to be more central Florida. But I love me that part of the country. I really do. I really do. But thank you, Bamagrad, for the $5 super chat. 5:45 a.m. It was like, yeah, I know. Thank you, Bilbo Swag. I appreciate the statement there. Our good friend Joker Voice has joined the conversation, and we are now caught up with the exception of Keck44. Great to see you, my friend. Keck44 usually joins the 6-minute daily stream right as I'm about to start. So I know I don't get to highlight Keck, but it's good to see you. Let's get going. Well, the biggest story of the day, I think, is the following, and I'm sure you will agree. Elon Musk. Elon Musk has been crazy lately. He not in a good way. Just kind of going out there and trying to, make changes in the world for the better. Free speech is under attack because they're trying to relabel free speech as something it's not. Your freedom to speak is being hampered in the public square, in the public platforms. When you set up a social media entity, when you build a platform similar to like YouTube and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm trying to get this kick light out of the way. You are essentially you're opening yourself up to be a town square. Let's just be fair. And you can govern it within, what is within the law. But what's happened is they've created additional terms and conditions beyond what the law would allow for. And that's where they get people because they are so vague, you get in trouble. Well, Elon's wanting to protect that, as we all know. So with speech under attack, what does he go out and do? The very thing that I predicted he would do. He goes out and he tries to acquire Twitter. I think he should have done it differently than he did, but let's take a look. Twitter adopts 1-year poison pill after Elon Musk takeover bid. What does that mean? It means right now they're terrified of him. They're terrified because the board of directors has essentially elected to make it very difficult for him or a consortium to buy the platform, to realize shareholder value. They also have now opened themselves up to huge lawsuits. And the board members could be culpable because of their fiduciary duty. And as anybody who's involved in the finance world will tell you, fiduciary is a serious matter. It means that you have to withhold your personal interests. And if you are a fiduciary for something or someone, you have to look out for the best interests. And that's what a board member has to do, which is one of the reasons why Elon didn't take the gig, because they would have been able to manipulate and control what he said and put him, in a weird position. They also tried to, in a confiscatory way, make it so he couldn't change anything about the platform inside of that 2-year window plus 90 days, which would have put us well beyond the election cycle. Again, all willful things, or I should say, right against the election cycle for the next the next executive election cycle, which is bad. Because again, we've already seen the dumbing, what the dumbing down of speech does, what the restriction on speech does. And again, we had credible stories being dismissed out of hand, and complete fabrications being presented as real. And both of those things were coming out of the quote unquote authoritative sources. And who said they're authoritative? This is a real problem that we have. We can't assign authority to that. And right now we're at odds with the town square. Well, I should say, but what should I say? With the custodians of the town square in this case. But so anyway, let's read through the story and we'll talk more about it. I think it'd be really interesting. So Twitter said Friday its board of directors unanimously adopted a limited duration shareholder rights plan, also called a poison pill, following Elon Musk's unsolicited proposal to acquire the social media company. The plan is a defensive strategy that makes hostile takeovers more expensive and complicated, whereas per Twitter reduces the likelihood that any entity, person, or group gains control of Twitter through open market accumulation without paying all shareholders the appropriate control premium, or without providing the board sufficient time to make informed judgments and to take actions that are in the best interest of shareholders. So, if by them not accepting his deal, they have neglected their fiduciary duty. In the letter to the Twitter board early Thursday, Tesla founder and CEO made what he called a final offer to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share, valuing it at $43 billion, which is well beyond what Goldman Sachs had it valued at before. And if you look at its current market valuation, or if you did, it was considerably less than that at the time. In fact, he was offering a premium. That's insane. So the new rights plan runs for a year. Again, all of these dates are very specific and very targeted. Expiring April 14th of 2023. It does not prevent the board from engaging with parties or accepting an acquisition proposal. Different acquisition proposal. If the board believes that it's in the best interest of Twitter and its shareholders, the company noted. So here's the weird thing. If it is acquired by any other entity, they're going to lose people that are participating. Since they've rejected this offer, the likelihood of these shares to lose value is pretty likely, in my opinion. I'll keep reading though. The rights plans functions by diluting the holdings of a possible adversary as they allow existing shareholders to acquire additional shares. See what's happening? Twitter, in this case, if any entity, person, or group acquires beneficial ownership of 15% or more of Twitter's outstanding common stock in a transaction not approved by the board. Again, that's not the way it's supposed to work. Musk has described his bid as important to the function of the United States as a free country and to freedom in the world more broadly. He is a proponent for open sourcing Twitter's algorithms, ding, 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 and minimizing intervention and the policing of content. Absolutely. U.S. stock markets closed Friday. That's today. And shares ended Thursday's session lower, although they did gain today. But I think that's fascinating, to be honest with you. I really do. Let's see what you guys have to say, if anything. Let's see. Josiah, I promise you we're going to get to this. Do you think WB is going to be good for our movies? Clownfish and I disagree on a few points. We'll talk about it, I promise, in the next segment after this, I think, or soon, I promise. Let's see. Oh, Read by Nature is in the house. Says Twitter shares James Gunn's perception of free speech. Yeah, which is the opposite of the world-derived definition, 100%. And that's the problem right now. The board is limiting the free speech and the freedom of investors to realize profit. It's a handful of people. That's not democracy, which is what they say they're trying to promote. It's insane. Wookie wants to burn Twitter to the ground. I understand that sentiment. Of course, Wookie also has marshmallows. Speech is already under attack from cancel culture and self-censorship. I agree. I do. I self-censor on my channel in this way. I'll say it this way, where I try not to curse. I try to limit the amount of bad words I say on my channel, because I want to appeal to the broadest possible audience, and some people do find that offensive. However, in the evening, such as this upcoming Sunday stream, if I'm able to do it, if it's not going to interfere with getting up at the crack of dawn to go and deal with court crap, I will. I'll drop a couple of bad words. And other people come on my channel and say bad words, but I do limit it there. However, when I go over on Comics Division or somebody else's channel, I am likely to use more crude vernacular, let's say, and tell maybe dark humor types of jokes and things. So it happens. Elon's next move will be to announce to the press I am Iron Man. Possibly. We'll see. You don't care much for Elon, but watching the blue check squirm publicly, outright lose their composure, actually is entertaining in and of itself. 100. Reply guys be acting cringe AF. Absolutely. I really hope Twitter not accepting the deal ultimately is going insolvent. Well, I believe it's going to hurt their stock price. I mean, I pulled it up. Let's take a quick look. I'll see if I can get it over here to share. Oh, that's something else fun to look at. All right, let's get here. All right, so right now, bam. This is Twitter. Twitter closed down $1.68% or 77 cents yesterday as of the closing bell. It's up $1.58 in after hours trading since then. Broader tech market is down. In fact, the stock market, actually, if you look at trending downward, the S&P 500, the Dow, look at this. Look at this downward trend. Look at the NASDAQ falling like a stone. Look at the Russell 2000 dropping like a stone. Even in the market that we're in, everybody's realizing financial difficulty now, and it's going from there. They say it's bullish. I disagree. It's not bullish. It's going to continue to trend downward. But look at this. Facebook is down. Snap is down. Alibaba is down. Netflix is down. Square is down. Google is down. Look at that. Unbelievable. Yeah. So you're looking at the broad markets, especially tech, going down. Trav says, I do see him more as Tony Stark type instead of Bruce Wayne. I do too. Hey, what's up, gays? Great to see you, my man. I like Thunderfoot's channel and Musk debunking videos. Musk knows how to sell his visions, but most of his visions are BS. I think some people agree with you. Um, I He's been able to realize a lot of stuff, and you have to give him credit when it's due. He builds amazing vehicles and has. He was successful in putting together quite the space program with a lot of technical advances that NASA was incapable of doing for some reason. He's likely to make it to Mars before NASA makes it to the moon. And, not to mention the fact that he creates tech, patents it, and then allows it to be used in other people's products. It's a very strange dude indeed, but SpaceX was going to go public, and then he's going to double his wealth. So, yeah, of course the DOJ and SEC opened an investigation. Of course they did. Of course they did. They don't want anybody to. They don't want to be exposed. And we already know just how corrupt these institutions are at this point. First of all, well, I'm not going to get into that right now. Joker Voice for $10. Thank you, my friend. Says, hey, LCC, we, the paying customer, need to demand better from Hollywood. Indeed. As on my channel, I will hold their feet to the fire. Yes, you have been. We are winning. Some creatives are listening. Demand better. Hashtag keep talking 100%. And you can check out Joker Voice's channel. It's growing, and Joker Voice has a lot to say. So do check that out. You will appreciate it, I believe, especially if you like listening to me and Tom and a few other people rant about stuff. Of course, Twitter rejecting Elon's generous offer shows they ain't in it for the money, which is wrong. They are definitely controlled by foreign interests, as we saw plainly because of the Saudi prince. And they do editorialize stories, 100%. Panic, change the rules, 100%. This is exactly what happened with Robinhood, right? When the stonks were in full effect, right? We were watching AMC and other things like that get kickstarted forward. And GameStop and all of that, they stepped in to because the populace, us, stopped a short. We went for a short squeeze and we beat them back. And banks and financial houses actually violated the law in order to hold out before settlement of shorts. Shorts are supposed to be settled at the end of the day, in most cases, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. What's up, TZ Bird? Good to see you. Elon Musk has the wrong opinions. They're trying to keep him out of the club. Exactly. Yep. He has the wrong opinions. Gatekeepers good at that kind of stuff. And that's the problem, is we allowed these people access to the things that we all used, and they took them over, and now they're gatekeeping people out of them because they're too influential. They're more influential than the money. That they want money to be influential. Culture Casino After Dark. I'm working on it. I might actually create that channel. We'll see if Tom will let me use After Dark. I don't know. I like late night culture, though. Yeah, not everybody needs to be edgy. I'm not. I'm just me. Greetings and salutations. Great to see you, Pops. Yeah, poison pill usually kills the share price, creating lawsuits from the falling stock price, especially if there is a higher price offer. They failed in the 80s and 90s, part one. Yes, they did. You can only take the beard jokes so long. Well, that's fine. Hey, what's up, Mr. Grant Gregory? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know you're getting close to the day. Is today the day or is tomorrow the day? I know you're getting married. Is it today? Is it today, Grant? I hope so. Hope it's soon. You guys are long overdue for being wed. That's not what he's trying to do, there, Scipio, but I see ya. Commander Ed Strega, this is part 2. This is not a leveraged green scam because Elon has the cash, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he can just buy it. He can just buy it. Guy paid the biggest tax bill in history. It's insane. You're looking at the stocks. Yeah, this looks like a ski report. It's all downhill. It was. It's bananas. A lot of people don't realize a lot of these tech stocks are getting pounded right now. We'll see what happens at the end of the week. We've got any numbers regards of hotel cruise cancellation due to. Okay. I don't have anything firm. I can tell you that there is significant numbers of cancellations. Indeed. Watch the reservation platform and see what's happening there with Disney hotels and especially cruises. Cruises are, because of the requirements, because of the global crisis stuff. Those are frustrating people too. There's a lot of different reasons to be frustrated with Disney right now. Hey, look, and you know what? We might get to it, but you know, they're having protests outside of Disneyland's entrance now. That's insane. Dr. Dragon asks, so if Elon goes with plan B, will that be the end of Twitter, provided if they try to stop him in a way? He ultimately, he just wants speech to be free again. And so do I. If he goes with plan B, I have my suspicions what his plan B is, but in a maneuver that I would do, form a series of entities with others, possibly, or I'll reach out to people who are entities that you've been working with, and by their proxy, start a class action lawsuit against Twitter on behalf of the stockholders. There's a lot of options. I don't know what he would be doing, but I still think there's a chance there could be a takeover bid. The weird thing is, look at BAC, JP Morgan, yeah, et cetera, all going down. Inflation bad for everyone. Yeah. Not interestingly enough, Morgan Stanley increased their holdings in Twitter while advising Elon Musk on the buyout price that he negotiated. If anything needs to be investigated, it's that. But it is what it is. What's up, Scott Peacock? Good to see you. I'm liking Musk, but not worshiping. Oh, absolutely. Don't worship anyone. There's only save that for your deity. From what I heard, working engineering at his work projects is grueling. It is. I know an engineer that works for him. What's up, Josiah? PayPal was good, and it's not anymore. I think he wants to help people biomechanically get back to having full functionality. But I don't think that's an option for everyone. Perhaps I'm misinformed, Wookie, but I mean, I think it's interesting. But NASA's already gone to the moon, says 16-bit mascot. Wink, wink. Yeah. Let's see. Do that with both eyes. Some people tell me that not everybody can do that. I don't think that's true. Anyway. Yeah, I'm talking about making it back to the moon. Like, okay, so there's a project right now. Maybe you guys have heard of it. NASA wants to put a moon base up there, a habitat. The question is, are they going to be able to get there and do that before Elon starts establishing a presence on Mars? And I think Elon wins. Sorry. Even without the length of time it takes to get from A to B. I think so. We'll see. He's definitely an innovator, no doubt about it. See, we need more visionaries. We forgot we used to have them. I mean, Walt Disney, for whatever his faults may be, and there were some, but not nearly what people try to cast upon him. That's a visionary, right? We had men of vision. We don't have them anymore. I mean, the great sci-fi novelists were the ones that imagined our future. And people went about discussing the science around making what they had imagined become reality. And some of the people like Walt and obviously Elon and a few other people out there, they saw the future and they crafted it. That's different. That's a force. That kind of creative force paired with a vision. It's magical. It doesn't happen very often. It really doesn't. Most of the people that do that are considered Renaissance men, Renaissance women, whatever you want to use, right? Renaissance persons. We don't have a lot of those anymore. Not a lot of people can see in their mind's eye and make something a reality. They can talk about it, they can write about it, whatever, but actually realizing it's a whole other thing. Truly. I'm very concerned with our government's actions, to be honest with you. Will SpaceX go public because Musk has big remorse making Tesla public? I think it's in his best interests, to be honest with you. But we'll see. The DOJ is definitely seems to be somewhat corrupt or have corrupt elements within it. No doubt about it. The SEC, I agree, is also quite corrupt. They are quite derelict in their duties. Yeah. Again, this is all opinion statements. These are opinion statements, right? So. I'm not wild about his non-compete clauses, yeah, but I appreciate that he's trying to advance things that have withered in the aftermath of the Cold War. Absolutely. We've stopped a lot of developments. For as bad as it is for us globally, wow, we're getting into politics. Sorry, guys. For as bad as it is for us globally, the military-industrial complex of the time during the Cold War did give us a lot of technological advances, no doubt. Yeah, War Monkey, you're right on there, my friend. NASA's been to Mars on multiple occasions already. We don't need 40-year-old white dudes on Mars. Ha ha ha. You're funny stonks. Blue-eyed Roof Korea in the base. Thank you for the $10, my friends. I appreciate it. The brilliance of Elon shouldn't be discounted. Elon single-handedly put big tech, Twitter, advertisers, as well as the U.S. government and other governments around the world on record supporting suppressing of speech, and now they can't deny. 100%. Yeah. He's gone out there and had them all show their hands. My dad would say something different. Twitter will need to go full WB discovery for to change the culture. 100%. Let's see. Red Gaze like Debs is all over the place and not a hero, but if he helps bring actual free speech back to even one woke platform, I'll give him props. Okay. I don't mind people not liking him. Really. I mean, again, I have a favorable opinion of him for a lot of reasons. He's smart enough to collect all the best minds. He's created a brain drain around the world because he collects all the smartest people. Off topic of Elon, Valiant Renegade has a great video showing polling in regards to recent Disney debacle. Absolutely. Again, I promise we'll get there. In fact, I kind of want to move on because I think we all realize that this saga is not over yet. So let's see. I'm scrolling quickly. You have a friend working there. That's awesome. Is he at Boca Chica? If I said that right. Boca Chica? Boca Chica. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Larry? All right. The moon wasn't made for you. All right, let's move forward. We're going to jump on the next thing. This is all Warner Brothers, so trust me, we're going to get there. Intergalactic joint venture for $5 for Mexican Iron Man. CultureCasino hotel on Mars with Mexican Iron Man themed lunar attractions. Sounds great. Sounds wonderful. I'm a big fan of getting us off of this planet and onto others. It's the only way to guarantee survival long term. Sorry, just to be honest. Planet may not be here. Boca Chica. Oh, he works in LA? Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, he's a sciencey guy. All right. Listening in on some cuddles while enjoying a burrito. Oh, I'm starving, my man. Why'd you do that? I am starving. Literally starving. All right, let's jump on this. This is Warner Brothers stuff. Dumbledore makes $6 million in Thursday night dough box office. I'm laughing. Why am I laughing? Because for this film franchise, that's pitiful. And they know it, which is why it's worded this way. Anthony was not very well, he didn't hide the problem very well. 6 million in Thursday previews, which started at 2 p.m. In 3,350 venues. It didn't open as broadly as it will be tomorrow. But it is, well, it's not doing great. How do I know? Because at least Variety comes out with a more accurate statement. Box office, Fantastic Beasts 3 opens to 6 million in previews, which is true. They reworded that headline. The previous headline said something less flattering, by the way. So they updated their headline to be more flattering. Oh, goodness. Well, I pulled up two stories. One of them was funny, but they changed their headline. I hate that they do that stealthily. But they word it this way. Fantastic Beasts in Secret of Dumbledore's latest attempt to expand, blah, 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 earned a respectable 6 million from 30 Thursday previews. That's so wrong. That's not even fair. You have to consider that the first of those films earned 8.7 in Thursday, and the follow-up earned 9.1. So it can't even get on track with the previous previews for this film, even when there's inflationary pressures. This was a $200 million effort. They're saying that the production's on track to do more than 40 million. I doubt that, based on all the reviews coming in. It's pretty bad. We'll have to see. I don't think that this film is going to do very well. I think this is a failure, and this is going to come at Warner Brothers' expense. Of course, this is before Zaslav took over, so we'll have to see. And yeah, since when is 6 million respectable? Yvonne Solomon says. I agree. Yeah, respectable. It is, Rob Altus. Low numbers. Low numbers. Warner Brothers just, I don't know. Under the previous leadership, bad decisions were made. Replacing Johnny Depp, bad idea, Genes, right? Just, I don't know. So we'll move on to here, because this is all going to change under Mr. Zaslav. You know, he had an impromptu, or I guess not, it was a planned town hall with the employees there on the lot, and he tells Oprah Winfrey how a merger came together and addresses CNN future looming staff cuts. I mentioned this during the 6-Minute Daily today. I don't really think, he's going to be thrilled with Secrets and Dumbledore rocking 6 million, and maybe it gets to 150. You know what? Let's rewind. Let's go back here. What are they saying by the end of today? By the end of today, it doesn't say. Maybe the previous story does. So right now, globally, or prior to its release here in the States, the first week overseas brought in a grand total of 97 million. So they think that by the end of the weekend, it'll be at 157 million. It's not impressing anybody. Dumbledore's rotten right now at 57%, but it's an improvement on 36% for the previous one. I think this number goes down as people start to see this film. I don't think this is going to do very well. But anyway, sorry. I had to go back. That was bad. Here we go. All right, let's read this real quick. It says Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav and other top execs met with employees in a town hall this morning on the Warner lot in Burbank. The gathering is primarily a restatement of many of the key messages from the nearly year-long build-up to the historic merger, though the exec did briefly touch on looming layoffs, highlighted CNN and how the merger came together. More layoffs. Again, lots of soft language by him, lots of observation by him. He is a hands-on guy. He doesn't like a lot of multiple layers of reporting. He likes direct reporting. He's got people that were previously with Warner Brothers direct reporting to him for a reason. For a reason. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Grant. I got a member chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Who sent me a member chat? Sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. I can't believe I lost. I may have lost one, guys. If I did, please let me know. Red Gaze, member for 7 months, says, will executives get tired of losing money? Executives don't care. It's will the investors in the entities get tired of losing money? I'm going to tell you, when it comes to Warner Brothers, David Zaslav works for different people now. 70% of the stock is still controlled by AT&T, but the balances of it primarily in this new entity is controlled by John Malone. John Malone's kind of the financial leader of this. He's the one that's pushing hard to get the format of CNN back to hard news. So to answer your question, Warner Brothers probably is going to be more profit oriented. Not probably, will be. Twitter, on the other hand, is not a profitable entity. And you know what? Elon Musk discovered that. Getting close to that company allowed for them to actually know that. So to answer the question, so executives don't care. It's whether or not the investors care. So, but I understand your question. I do. Mr. Grant Gregory says, good morning, mate. I'll be streaming my big day later on today. Awesome. Congratulations, Mr. Grant Gregory. Go and watch his wedding. That's right. Later today on his channel. Should be evening for us, I would imagine, here in the States. But if you get a chance, swing over to Mr. Grant Gregory's channel. If you're not subscribed, hit that button, hit the bell so you get notifications, and then check him out with his nuptials. So congratulations on that, Grant. Very excited, my friend. Hopefully, we can get back to regular style editing by him in the near future. All right. What else do we got going on? Sorry. Okay. Continue on. So the roughly hour-long event was the first all-hands meeting since last Friday's close of the $43 billion merger. According to preliminary transcript, the event provided the deadline declared, Zaslav declared it a new day, a bright and shiny day. After speaking briefly, he introduced Oprah Winfrey, who interviewed Zaslav on stage and took him through an hour-long discussion of mostly high-level observations. Right, because right now, he hasn't had the chance to go granular. And when he does, more people will lose their jobs. He talked about how the deal came together, yada, yada, yada. Reflecting on the outcome of the more than year-long effort to bring both companies together, Zaslav said, this is like our rendezvous with destiny. This is art. We have the goods. We have the chance to be the greatest media company. I can't explain why it happened. This transaction is not like any other wonders 4 times the size of us. That's true. We get to run the whole company together. We get to build a creative team, the best of both companies, but it happened. And so now is our moment. We get to build a creative team. Key language. People are going to be gone. Anyway, they talk all about it. Discovery, nearly 90% of the entity, up from 73. Okay, because Oprah had been a big shareholder. Let's see. Winfrey ran a few pre-submitted questions. He at one point was asked about how he plans to combine the companies, which will likely result in layoffs of hundreds, perhaps thousands of employees. He agreed with Winfrey that culture is everything. I agree. I am. Not that kind of culture. Culture is everything. He agreed with Winfrey. I lost it. The culture is everything, and said the long-standing cultural issues at Warner Media, previously Time Warner, are still in play. He's going to change the culture. I'm so excited. And here's something that should encourage you, Red Gaze. We are going to have our business compete. Don't do any favors for other businesses. You run your business to make the most money you possibly can. The same way you compete against others, you compete against others, compete against them. Absolutely. We need to now come together as one culture that starts with people feeling safe and people feeling valued for who they are. You can't be he said, absent that, you can't be creative. Well, okay. So there's a little woke in there. That's not a good sign, but at least he's talking about profits. When talking about CNN, he talked about Ted Turner. He referred to Ted Turner as a hero for creating CNN. And he had recently had a conversation with Chris Licht, who I think was the last gasp to keep somebody in there that was going to allow the existing news crap to exist the way it is. He was installed, obviously, after Jeff Zucker left. Zaslav said news gathering, not entertainment, would be the focus for CNN, given the size of its global footprint. Wow, that would be new. Here's a statement that should encourage you. News channels here and around the world have become advocacy networks. There's not a lot of difference between some news networks and the Food Network. We'll have to see. I guess he went other places. He traveled around in his private jet and all of that. So Discovery only controls 29% of the entities. AT&T controls the other 71%, as I mentioned before. So there you go. I'm pretty excited. He promised Wall Street $3 billion in cost savings from the deal. Let me tell you. You know how he's going to do that? Integration, layoffs. DC will become one entity. It was a conversation they were having last night on Midnight's Edge After Dark, possibly on Midnight's Edge of the Morning, since I only got to listen to part of it. But I fully believe you'll see direct reporting by a lot of different people now directly to him. There'll be less intermediaries, streamlined operation, et cetera, et cetera. Warner Brothers should be the blueprint for how you go back to doing business, but we'll see. There's a lot of lip service that's given by a lot of these people. He said all the right things for the Wall Street people. As long as they forget the ESG stuff, we'll be better off. Earnings on a curve now. We'll see. Be very happy with $6 million. Well, I'd be happy with $6 million too, but that's not good for that film. What's up, Pope? Pope Metallic is here. War Monkey, I'm already over it and moved on with my life. Disappointment and despair just makes love and laughter taste so much sweeter in life, so that it's all good. Absolutely. I'm not sure what he's referring to, but that's a great way to live life. Fresh Walk in Pico. Oh, I'm so hungry. I don't know if it hurts the Harry Potter brand, but I think it's going to make it harder to make films around the entities. And I think they're intentionally doing it to themselves, which is messed up. Again, if you step out of line, even if you're a billionaire, ideologically with these people, if you don't stay lockstep with their message, they try to exclude you. They try to out you. They try to shame you, put you back in your place, et cetera, et cetera. And J.K. Rowling is a raging, weird, crazy person sometimes, but yeah. 6 million is what Sonic did. Absolutely. In its fledgling state. It's disappointing for a Harry Potter film. I mentioned during the 6 Minute Daily, but CNN's future behind the barn with, yeah, you're not wrong, Mutant Bam Hammer. Those anchors are not long for those gigs. I think Chris Wallace might be the last man standing, and CNN Plus is a dumpster fire floating down a river headed towards a waterfall. It is a disaster of giant proportions to the tune of $170 million. I think our initial reports were 120 million, but it's more than that. Holy crap. Whew. CNN's future is through a wood chipper. Well, I don't know, but I think they're in trouble in a big way. Cyber Chase called similar character Dumble Snore. Yes. A lot of people have said so. CNN's future is not. Yeah, I don't see it. What's up, memes? Yeah, a lot of people love Harry Potter, but Fantastic Breasts is bad. Oh, yes. And Rob Altus is right. Executives get a salary, they don't care. Mike's having a fight with everybody. Hey, Larry. Yeah, Grant's getting married today. Very excited. Warner Brothers games, please do not do microtransactions again. That was such a bad idea. It destroyed all your chances of games. Absolutely. But they're always looking to monetize. Lots of execs join a company, run it in the ground, and so are given another executive spot somewhere else, riding golden parachutes in between. Absolutely. Wait, are we witnessing the blossoming of a beautiful relationship between you two before our eyes? Ah, that's sweet, Mexican Admirer. You guys are so funny. Hemorrhoid hurts. It's a cracking very early in the morning at my bush home here in Australia. Sun is coming up, cool. Made better by relaxing, informative chat with culture. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend. I love your imagery. Why doesn't Clownfish like any of these statements? Because there's a lot of wiggle room, Trav. I think there's a lot of wiggle room in there. I don't blame them for being skeptical. I mean, to be honest with you, we've all become far more cynical now when dealing with these entities because we've witnessed them give us lip service for so long, lying in support of power. Hey, great to see you, Dad Man Walking. Hope you're doing well. Competition is good. We might finally get good movies. You will. I think you're going to get them. Disney's dumbing down. I want to actually have a lengthy conversation about that. Maybe Wednesday night if we do a Wednesday night stream. If I really feel like I can manage enough rest for stupid going to jury selection crap on Monday. We'll see. This is the thing. When they're funded by the same source, competition's not the goal. And that's the difference here. AT&T, communications company, decided we want to be an entertainment company too. We want to try to position ourselves like NBC Universal, Comcast, because that's a Comcast company. And they're like, we're going to get Warner. Okay. It was a deal. They stole it. And then it lost money, just like, when they picked up DirecTV and so on and so forth. They went about some of their acquisitions the wrong way, and they ultimately shed them in smart ways, spun them off into other entities that they still have a financial vested interest in. It's exactly what happened here with Warner Media. It's brilliantly done. And they put the best leader in charge, somebody who is a proven track record, successful, hands-on business person. It's important. So Zoflov guy talks like a cold-blooded businessman. I can barely express how refreshing the changes from the usual tripe we get from these companies. 100%. Yeah. The framing of this article is intense. Yes, it is. Again, it's Deadline. I mean, it's a trade paper. That's... Yeah. Activist news. Yeah, advocacy is the word he chose. But yeah, you're right. You're right, Larry. Yeah, it's quite possible that he could be pursued by the mob. I don't think he will be. He's in a unique position. approximately 1/3 of the entity is you know John Malone and some other interests, and the other 2/3 is obviously AT&T. And I think AT&T is going to want to turn their frown upside down when it comes to profits, because they actually you have two different types of companies. I think this is a conversation I think we need to realize. And it's where I'm a little divergent with some people that say that ESG isn't affecting things. It is. ESG companies that don't make any profit or make any money or anything, and are hoping a prayer in the future kind of interests, when they go public, they're usually held by institutional level investors. They are trying to score good ESG scores and all that crap so that they continue to get funding. And so that just kind of, so they exist there. Companies that don't care about the ESG and just kind of pay it lip service or whatnot, because they don't really need to worry about getting, you know, money, because they're just going to be underwritten for that by somebody anyway. They can still run as a profitable entity. And companies that were profitable before shouldn't diverge from what they were doing before, just in pursuit of the ESG thing, which they don't actually need. In fact, there needs to be legislation drafted, and there are some places that are doing it, by the way, that will affect these kinds of things like ESG and similar, where you will, excuse me, you're having pension funds pulling out of this kind of thing when ESG is involved. So we're seeing more and more of that, but you're going to see legislation around that. There have been some pieces of legislation that have been in the formative stages. One of them got kind of swatted back at the federal level, but I think it'll make a round two shot, especially if there is significant change in Congress. And it will put the current executive in a bad position if that were to get vetoed. That kind of legislation gets vetoed, because it kind of, again, puts him in an exposed position. So we'll see. Cut expenses. Exactly. Yeah, that's called employees. I do think inevitable change for Hollywood is to be inventive. I agree with you. Get new leadership and talent. I agree with you. We are 20 years beyond the recycle that we're supposed to do in Hollywood. We're 20 years beyond where that was supposed to start to occur. New minds, new ideas, new forms of entertainment. I think what was the last big jump forward prior to the stagecraft production style? I think the last innovative thing was what was being done in the format of 3D by Cameron, because everything else had already been realized. We just get better and faster at stuff. That's it. So you're right. We need innovators again. But the news tights told me, oh boy, I don't want to get into that one. CNL, Culture Night Live. I like that. Your real news source. Well, more about news stuff on the late stuff, I think. I'm doing that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I agree with this statement. ESG is garbaggio, no doubt. They spent more than $6 million on craft services. Nah, it's probably close to the budget. Yeah. Thanatos Felicitas. Thank you for that. Oh, you guys, I'm so hungry. Why do you do this? I should have eaten. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to have some lunch while I wait for FNT to start. Pretty excited about that. I have respect for Harry Potter brand and its lore, but the sequel, it's sequelitis. Yeah, it's bad. Sort of like Hobbit movies. Oh, that was terrible. I'm still mad at Peter Jackson for that. Yeah, people are no longer wanting to watch newer TV shows. No, they're not. They're not. Look at what acceptable ratings were. Adjust it for cord cutting, and you are getting performance of half for most shows of where they should be. That's insane, and that's acceptable. And what's weird is the consumption of linear television is isn't really as far off. I mean, I did a video, I think, no, I don't know if anybody watched it, but I did a video about cord cutters and the fact they were going back to antenna television in conjunction with streaming. That's happening a lot because you can get OTT channels through streaming. You can check out nets on these, these digital sub channels on your normal television channels, and that's expanding. You're going to go from 54 to over 60, I believe, by the end of the year. And then it's supposed to take another big jump in 2023. We'll see. Judicon says, I kind of enjoy seeing Chris Wallace fail miserably at CNN Plus. Me too, but not a lot to it. Yeah, if he got forced to stay forever, for sure. Warner Bros. Should just sell CNN to Jeff Bezos already before its value tanks, so he can continue to misinform the public, through a different entity that's not the written paper of the day. I'm sorry, Darcipia. No, look, you can reformat it. Just make it hard news, which will expose all the other news out there as opinion. Advocacy news. Advocacy information, I should say. Because, I mean, you want to call people on misinformation all the time. Right? Not you specifically, Darcipia, but I mean, it's being done. It was a story that was published in AP today, which I was funny because that's an opinion piece being portrayed as news on the AP. But anyway, opinion statements made within a story are not news. Those are opinion. It's hard to separate opinion from fact-based news. Hard news is what it's referred to. And yet, it's actually pretty simple. Report the event as it happened. Witnesses on the ground say. Suspect description is. Don't leave anything out of it. Provide the entire description. We witnessed that. I think Quartering called attention to that the other day when we were talking about what happened in the subway in New York City the other day. Hard news is reporting the information, even if it's inconvenient to, your political biases, because that's what it is. We're not getting unbiased, politically unbiased news. I would even accept that, right? I would. It's not where we are. We haven't been there in a long, long time. We just didn't know it. And it's never been this bad. It just is now. But these entities are never called upon the carpet for the amount of misinformation that they pump out at everybody else. And it's constant and daily, willfully not reporting on a story that essentially, outlines just how corrupt things were before. And the fact that they're willful lying about a story before that was, again, now brought to the forefront, explaining that maybe this corruption should have been exposed prior to a major election. Just saying. That was fun. Mexican Iron Man for $5 says hamburger plus pizza plus tacos plus lasagna plus french fries plus barbecue ribs plus fresh salmon on a grill plus popcorn with butter. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And thanks for the $5 super chat and making my stomach growl. You're a big meanie. Ribs sound amazing. Let's see. Hopefully this Zaslav guy turns out to be Victor Zos. Zos. We'll have to see. Oh, video game reference. Thanks, Strap 3D. Absolutely. Do your own research and always question. By trade, I have to use professional skepticism anyway. Deadman walking, straight up, my friend. 100. Always. Especially since now they're telling you not to do your own research. Don't be informed. Just believe what we tell you. No. Because I will even go outside of this country to get information. In fact, I get better information from outside of the country. It's amazing. The last production innovation was shared universe of comic book movies when Marvel made it work gangbusters. Everyone seems to have tried copying and failed. Mutant Bam Hammer, you might be right, but I'm not sure I'm not sure that it even worked beyond the superficial. They were writing the movies in sync. They kind of had a rough outline. There were many minds that were at work trying to make that all fit together, and they did. Now it's, slipshod, and it's being exposed. I mean, if you look at the current Disney Plus stuff, you look at the fact that they're taking characters out and running them around that are not popular. It's bad news. Let's see what happens. The glass makes you look like you're getting water from Chernobyl. No. No, I'm never walking into the Blue Oyster in a kilt. Hey, Monkey Jeebus, what's up? You crossed the salsas. Weird. Oh, wait, did I go robot? Tell me I didn't go robot. Am I sounding glitchy? That sucks. Amazon is far too big at this point, Shrap. I agree with you. Bezos is already a big enough propagandist. That's true. Oh, good. Ruben Christopher Haynes is here. He says, bit of small breaking news. The Mouse wants me to interview with them next week. Well, it's a good gig if you can get it at a high level there. They need massive help with their IT. And their line theory absolutely sucks mathematically. They have created such a huge scale problem for themselves by not just reverting back to the legacy tech. Lots of reasons that Disney has problems right now. Is salvaging CNN brand worth it though? After the Trump years, they were exposed as being so biased on one side of the they're easy to salvage. Really, seriously. Spirian, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Darius says, I get all my news from Comics Division and Culture Casino. Maybe mix in some Tim Pool and then, get some news from out of India. There's a few locations around the world that are a little bit more accurate. We definitely need 20 more Veritas types. Absolutely. Yeah. First reports of news events, are 99% wrong. It's almost always true. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Got Subhuman in the house as well. You just got to believe, says Vertical Horizons. Absolutely. And I hope you do get the gig. Like you said, I mean, if somebody doesn't recognize you, know who you are, whatever, you're probably good. Probably good. Miss you, Ruben. Hopefully I'll see you in Florida in a couple weeks. Okay. Tom Servo says, count CC. Yeah. Oh, Kids in the Hall. Yeah. Yeah, the Amazon is bringing them back. I thought that was a weird announcement. I didn't put it on the 6 Minute Daily on Thursday when I pulled it, but I probably should have. It was interesting. The Duran has been a good channel for Ukraine conflict news. I didn't know that. I have to check that out. Yeah, Temple's pretty addicting. Absolutely. There are a lot of great names out there. Absolutely. We have a huge community of amazing humans. Seriously. Let's see. Where else did we want to go? Oh, before we leave, we've only got about 10 minutes, I think, before the stream starts. Somebody who knows. Is Eric K here? Did Eric K sneak in? Did someone sneak in? I need to know if FNT is set to go on time. If anybody knows. No, they're not set to go on time. All right. All right. We're going to jump this story then. Ready? Here we go. And this is not being reported very, very, very broadly, and it should be. This is actually from the shill website Inside the Magic ITM. They are straight up pixie dust huffers for sure, and that's okay. I actually know somebody over there, not a bad person. Disneyland swarmed by anti groomer protests amid the Parents' Rights and Education Bill debacle. Notice how I'm doing that. Recently, crowds showed up at Disneyland to protest the company's stance on Florida's newest and most controversial piece of legislation. Notice the framing here. At the moment, the Walt Disney Company could not find itself in more controversy if they tried. From claims of cultural appropriation to an incredibly offensive cheer performance on Main Street, USA, Disney, and especially the Disney parks, is in the midst of multiple struggles. No, it's one struggle. It's driven by political ideology that is infested and infected and poisoned this company. But that's opinion. The biggest one by far is how the company handled the Florida's new piece of legislation, which many are calling explicitly anti-LGBTQ+. No, it's not. And they're saying known as, and this is a lie, which is not, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say the Parents' Rights and Education Bill, 1557, House Bill 1557, which is now law. Is as simple as the title. No, it's not. Oh, and they're citing NPR. This is a terrible article. NPR is basically the socialism.com in the United States. The legislation prohibits any instruction about sexuality or gender between kindergarten and third grade, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. Done. Now we're seeing Disney face the repercussions of its decisions from guests and others who may not agree with the company's stance. Images of an anti-grooming protest just outside Disneyland were shared yesterday by NBC reporter Ben Collins, and the only reason he did it was because Mr. Hernandez was already there. At the Disneyland entrance for this anti-groomer protest, it's really across the street in front of the IHOP. Got some hecklers. Somebody in a Mickey hat just walked by screaming, "Get a effing life." A lot of signs like the ones below that say things like, well, you can read them. That's a weird sign. And I have to tell you, that was probably not a member of the crowd. Very strange. Anyway, as you can see, there are many signs that claim Disney is pro-grooming as well as complicit in bad things. The protesters were there not only to protest Disney, but to engage themselves in the current culture war. And that's not a... You guys already have these rights. Okay, anyway, sorry. I reached a point of frustration. There we go. Whew. Sorry, couldn't get through it. Bias framing much? Yes. Disney was forced to take the position of being anti-parent. Who do they think pays for Disney's kids' entertainment? Well, parents and grandparents. 5 air quotes, yeah. Yeah, bias framing much. It's all that way. Culture constantly grooms his weave. Thank you for that. I wish they would stop being misleading. Now, not what the bill says, propaganda. Absolutely, KB. I do groom my beard a lot. That's true. Sean is laughing. What's the plus? NPR is Pravda. Yes. That's basically all the law says. The law is easy to read. If you include all of the appendices and everything else, is 12 pages. It's actually only 7 pages of actual, worthwhile reading material. There's only 3 main pages that you need to make yourself familiar with, and you have the basic understanding of the bill. It's not written in legalese; it's written in plain English language, and I think I even have a copy of it somewhere on my computer. Not that hard to read. I guess the word explicitly doesn't mean anything anymore, says Yvonne Sullivan. No, you're 100% right. It's a deliberate lie. As much as I like Chris Gore, I kind of lost connection to the atmosphere I experience in other channels. I frequently hang out and get to interact with the chat and the panel, so I guess I'll get some sleep. I'm glad you're here, Olaf Funes. I love hanging out with you, brother. And I like the fact that you were able to drop in on our last member stream. Hopefully you get a chance this week. We can get it done. Show me where I'm being discriminated against in this bill. You can't. Yeah, I know, Oliverian, I know. And thank you for, doing that, because I don't tell anybody anything about anybody that I know about them. That's just the way I'm wired, and I don't care if somebody wants to, talk about what they are. It doesn't bother me. And I don't think it should bother anybody else. But what we shouldn't be doing is introducing these concepts to children in a way that promotes them, because children are easily moldable. So anyway, well, Lifrian continues to say, well, my career ass is going to go hang out with sane people over here. Thank you, love. And I'm glad you're here. It's called parental rights. Yeah. Parental rights and education bill. Yeah. NPR brought us Alex P. Keaton here in Columbus, Ohio. Well, there you go. And everybody just snaps through NPR. Nobody watches them. Blue-eyed Roof Korea in the base for $5 says, really enjoying Attack on Titan. Great character development, topical to current day corporate political class war. Right now, 2 looters and parasites. Right down to 2 looters and parasites. Absolutely. I will be fully engaged with that as soon as I finish Arcane. And then we'll go from there. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend, and your regular contribution financially to the channel. I do appreciate it. Hammeroid Hertz says, I did take my time as senior manager in tech, which was hard enough before the workplace went woke, so I retired to a very small town to help out the school across fixing computers. Awesome, my friend. Indeed. Our good friend, George. I have a button for that.
George. He's got a beautiful soul.
There we go. He says, for $19.99, again, thank you for being generous. I appreciate you, my friend. All hail, my brother. Absolutely. What do you think about the poison pill Twitter threw out today for Musk? You think he will continue moving forward? It is tragic and infuriating. Free speech has to be purchased like a streetwalker. Hail. 100%, George. Hitting hard with some facts, and I agree with you. It is a shame. In fact, I'm going to do this. You get claps for that one. Thank you. And you're not wrong. You are not wrong, my friend. I think he's going to continue forward, and he's going to circumvent this. I think he's going to start with a lawsuit. And I think that's going to be a problem for Twitter. I think the stock price is going to tank, which is maybe encourage other people to join a lawsuit. And I think the opportunity for a short is there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Well, also, he could do, and I would suggest he could partner with some people, purchase proxies, and maybe get to a point where they have no confidence in the board. But the people that currently own positions. He could encourage Thiel or someone else to buy a giant chunk of Twitter, partner with him, and clear the board out, and then solve this problem. It all comes down to the board. We just got to see how democracy is destroyed within this structure, because the board is supposed to be fiduciarily bound to the clients, which are the stockholders in this case, and they're not doing what's best for the stockholder. So we'll have to see. I guarantee you he's 2 steps ahead of all of us. So we'll see. Would you mind grooming it now for me? Oh, my beard or my hair? Good to see you, Six. I love you. JST just RTX. Oh, cool. My previous house was 2 blocks from Disney's front entrance off Alameda. Really? Glad we moved, but would have attended this otherwise. Yeah. Alameda. I know exactly where that is. So you were just a little farther west of Walnut then is my guess, right? West. Yeah. West of Walnut. Yeah. Cool. Hey, Jeremy Swiggs is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. What's up? Sci-Fi for Me TV. Guys, check out Sci-Fi for Me TV. We've got all these great channels in here now. You guys are awesome. Yeah, let's see. Oh, and thanks for promoting the Gilded. Guys, you can join the Gilded. The community's growing over there. I'm going to start setting up that to coincide with memberships over here. And we'll start to have members rooms and stuff over there. I kind of want to do a gaming stream over there one time. At some point, so maybe we'll get that going too. But I know we're just about to start over at the FNT show, so we're gonna wind down. I'm gonna hit the last few super chats and go from there. I didn't see any other member chats, and if I missed them, I'm so very sorry. Remind me, and I will get to them and read them. If you can repost it, I can read it. But who knew the Salt Must Flow is here? One of the longest time subscribers of this channel. I appreciate that, my friend. Factory workers will be a thing of the past at Amazon in 5 years. I think that might be true. Warehouse workers specifically. Let's see. The second part of season 4 of Attack on Titan makes me want to bash my head through a wall. That doesn't sound encouraging. You guys. All right. What do we got here? I think Musk banked on them saying no and will bankrupt them. Well, he can. You imagine the short? You imagine a lot of people trying to short that stock right now? Manowar 665, the neighbor of the beast, for $6.65. Thank you, my friend. You were so awesome. I can't wait to see you again. Hopefully I get to see you someplace soon. Yeah. Well, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, no one would ever go hungry. That's right. I'm so hungry. You guys are super meat. Sci-Fi for Me TV says this morning's poison pill means shareholder Musk can sue because the board basically shot the shareholders in the head. 100%. That's where I would go with that. Yeah. Look at what Trudeau is doing here in Canada, buying out media and regulating them with licensing so that they can choose who is proper media. Yeah, that's crap. You got to get rid of those people. I can't believe you guys elect these people up there. I don't. I mean, we're in a rough position, but you guys are just literally standing on the brink. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I don't want more junk. I'm relishing falling behind on technology. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Crazy Cat Guy. It's great to see you, my friend. For $10, sends a super sticker that just says thank you with my little Shiba dog doing this. I love that. Somebody's going to clip it. I know that's coming. Other than that, folks, we've got to roll out of here. You guys are so incredible. I appreciate all of you. Please subscribe to all the great content creators that managed to roll their way through here today. Sci-Fi TV for Me. Obviously, Brightest Day's new channel where he does the book stuff and everything else. So you guys are incredible human beings. We've got so many other creators that rolled through, and I'm sorry, my memory is failing me right now, including Brahma Bull, who just said later. Olaf Fones, thanks for being here, my friend. Hopefully I will get the Sunday stream together. We're going to see if I'm going to have to sacrifice some rest. But with that being said, I'm going to end the stream the same way I always do. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And if I catch you coming out of a bathroom and you didn't wash your hands, we're going to have a talk. Until next time, bye.
Press our button as we see that this time we're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.